Joining me today on NYSE Floor Talk is Amit Eyal Govrin. He is the CEO of Kubiya, and I also have Neeraj Mebdiratta. He is the VP of Platform Architecture at A+E Networks. Amit, Neeraj, it is fantastic to have you here. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Good to be here. Thank you for having us here.
So now, Amit, I want to start with you. Tell me about the launch of Kubiya's AI teammates and how this approach is unique from what's out there.
We're approaching this from a first principles perspective around automation. We feel there's a bit of a disconnect between what's out there and what's actually the outcome. So we're thinking about this as a time to automation paradox. It's effectively the time and effort it takes to automate a process end to end versus the outcome and the output and the benefit you get out of it isn't necessarily always correlated to one another. So the way we view it, the way to break away from that and the way for really customers to see the real benefit of the efforts is to rethink what the outcome is, what they're actually viewing. So rather than focusing on automation as the end goal, we're seeing delegation, or in other words, the ability to go and to take an end-to-end process. This is what you're focused on, and saying, I want to delegate this away from my plate in order to empower my team. That's effectively the way to go about it. So delegation is a new automation in our view, and ability to go and to put superpower juice around all of the practitioners to be more productive and better suited for the world of lean operations.
Now, Neeraj, what has been your experience using Kubiya teammates, and why are you such a big advocate of this approach for solving your organization's challenges?
A&E has always been forward-looking in terms of technology, and we wanted to use AI to help us with accelerating our growth and also bring in some efficiencies. And we also wanted to make sure that as we are scaling our operations, our engineering teams are focused on solving engineering problems and not just doing repetitive tasks. So that kind of forced us to think outside the box and think of a new way to address these challenges. And one of the solutions was to partner with Kubiya. And Kubiya really helped us with meeting some of these really important milestones. And the Kubiya platform itself, it gave us the ability to really accelerate these initiatives.
Now, Amit, how do users interact with Kubiya's teammates, and how does Kubiya address common challenges that they face today?
Absolutely, and by the way, the name teammates, AI teammates, wasn't chosen by accident. It's really the familiarity of interacting with your colleagues with an AI teammate, the ability to meet them at the mediums they're accustomed to meeting. So Slack conversations, channels, Teams, Jira, Kanban boards, the ability to go and interact in a very natural way that doesn't break their day-to-day flows, that really enhances their ability to be productive on one hand, but also realize the benefit of AI-paired operations. So I'll give you just one example. Don't worry, Neeraj, I won't spoil your thunder here. One of our other customers, for example, wanted to set up a self-service platform that also had budget enforcements, had identity and access management, and least privilege enforcement, and the ability to really empower all of these different flows all in one, in a natural conversation where his users would typically not be able to address it on their own, typically require multiple stakeholders to approvals and so forth. This was a way to really encapsulate it all in a single flow and really enable the users to be both happy, content, and compliant with the process. That's the power of the teammates. Automation versus delegation.
Now, Neeraj, tell me, can you share specific examples of how you're using Kubiya, and what do you expect the impact to be on your operations?
We believe that we have to meet the users where they spend most of their time on, and which is usually in applications like in chat applications like Teams and Slack. And what Kubiya teammate does for us is it allows us to automate our internal complex processes from end to end using natural language. And it also allows our user to execute those complex workflows right in the context of while they're working in Slack. So it really has helped us to bring in a lot of those efficiencies. And to give you one example of a use case, we have a team that is working on issues with content And like A&E gives content on websites, on apps, and our consumers consume this content from all of these other applications. So if there's an issue, and now what this team can do with Kubiya is to disassemble the team to triage the issue. They can fix the issue, such as to refresh the content. They can also verify the issue by getting real-time data and metrics right on the Slack context. So while they're working in Slack, they get all of this. So it's a really a new world that we are seeing with humans leading the charge of using AI, for this growth, and we can't wait to see that how it's going to unlock more value for us over the next year.
Well, congratulations on your partnership, and thank you both for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great to be here.
Appreciate it.